No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. The Knights will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. On the run, it's Smothers. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Smothers. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Manning. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage pass.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Bowman. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
To the air, it's Mayava. He's got the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The run to the right. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Manning to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Snagged out of the air. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Throwing Manning. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Running inside, it's Smothers. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Manning with a play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Maava. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Escapes the pressure to his right. Myers on the move. With the catch, it's Anderson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Knights! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Play action. Here's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Arch Madness. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This third quarter with a run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Lets it fly. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
To throw, Manning. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. The run inside. It smothers. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air, it's Mayava. He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught by Williams on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going to the ground. Maybe a crease. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He'll toss him. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Stepping to the right. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Jordan. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll go back to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Arch is going to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Brown. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Brown again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Arch to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good. especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Here's the return. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws it deep. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. The run inside. It's Jordan. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to it. Touchdown, Knights! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To throw, it's Manning. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it down the right side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. The Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll operate out of split backs. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Dante Moore. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Moore. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
This third down a little longer after that penalty. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage, really nice speed by this defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. On the ground, it's Jordan. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to him. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got...
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got it. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, Might the offense go back to handing it up?
Touchdown, Knights! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Man, did he get walloped on that play.
He did. He got smashed, but what happened? He got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care if I get hit. Coach, I got me a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand, fighting off the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. More play action. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Trying play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He shanked it. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Jordan. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Bowman. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Jordan. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Knights have it with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. He tries to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Moore will throw. He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go play action with Moore. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore with the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the ground, it's Jordan. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's BYU looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knights. Once he got some room, it was over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Throwing more. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Moore to the air. Gonna try to get it himself. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dante Moore. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that's a nice job by this offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Moore, play action. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the wideout. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bison.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go play action with Moore. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing it in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Moore. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I don't think it's a good idea to be lobbing the football to the perimeter of the field like that, because you give defenders an opportunity to rally to the football and get interceptions like you saw in that last play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Running inside. It's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The run inside. It's Jordan. Spins away from the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Anderson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Knights! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bison offense has taken the field, ready to begin this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Moore to throw. Rushes on him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He sacked this defense all over him.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense is obviously...
range, ready to kick it away first. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Fires complete on the crosser. There he goes. Smashes in with the stiff arm. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
The Tar Heels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes a grab and room to run. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Unleashes one deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got to...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got rid of it just in time. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. They're throwing for it on 4th down. On the run, fires downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, David. Moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looks more like an off.
Tar Heels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Running inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, a big key for this offense, we knew coming into this one, was to get the running game established, and they're wasting no time, David. Great vision. He gets into the second level, is able to make people miss, and he is off to the races for an early score for this offense.
So nice to have a playmaker you can get the football to, and he can take it all the way down the field, make people miss, outrun them, really set the tone for this football game. First possession, running the football like that, just how they wanted to start.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Benjamin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
That's caught. It's Eakin. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the score.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Unloads it downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Up-tempo for the offense.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got a man, it's Craver. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Going for 6. Touchdown, UNC! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Looking for room at the 40. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll give it to him again. Got a little grass. And They are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Mateer. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. He'll try it again. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Pass to 50. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see him there to make the play. But there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorn!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go.
Booster, booster. Sweep, sweep. Freeze, freeze.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Eakin. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes a catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's going for the big play. Got it down the field. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Booster, booster. Let it go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with their backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
It's good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, UNC. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground. Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. Quick step and go. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the tight end. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Running inside, it's Benjamin. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
With the catch, it's Eakin. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play, and all of a sudden now you're reeling a little bit defensively.
To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing